Why hello there, Random Ryan here, and today I'm talking all things Battlefield 2042, because DICE just dropped the new Season 4 content today, which includes a new map, new weapons, a new vehicle, new operator, and a new gadget as well. So, let's first talk about the new map, shall we? So the new map is called Flashpoint, which I played for many hours today. I've got to say that I'm super impressed with this map so far. There's so many cool areas in this map, and I'm really digging the flow and layout of it. And so far, from my experience, the tank combat and helicopter combat are what you'd expect. A very fun experience indeed. I was taking out other vehicles and having a blast rolling into the objectives with the tank. It felt like good old Battlefield to me, and it was fun intimidating the enemy until, well, I finally blew up. And the on-ground troop combat is no exception either. There's plenty of interior spaces for that close quarters combat, as well as wide open outdoor spaces for that medium to long range combat as well. So overall, it seems like there's a nice balance between these different experiences for this map, which will definitely complement the many different play styles out there. And as I mentioned before, Season 4 includes new weapons, and these weapons include the compact Super 500 shotgun sidearm, the RM68 assault rifle, the AC9 SMG, and the RPT-31 LMG. And then we cannot forget about the gadget, which is the SPH explosive launcher. And there's also a new vehicle as well, the CAV Brawler or Cav Brawler, which can house an entire squad in it. And this will be super useful for rolling up on objectives and wiping out entire squads fairly quickly. But of course, just watch out for those sneaky soldiers with the C5. You'll definitely want someone in your squad inside of that brawler that can repair the brawler on the go. Something that will make this vehicle a very powerful beast for sure. And we cannot forget about Camilla Blasco, the brand new recon specialist in this update. She's got the X6 infiltration device, a signal jammer that prevents any lock-ons from hostile devices and interferes with active spotting technologies. And you can pinpoint and reveal enemy tech to allow for quick, effective disposal. And then she's an ambush expert, which makes the player impossible to spot with motion-based gadgets. And then she has a constant steady scope as well. And then finally, insertion beacon, which allows friendlies to spawn on this location, place it in a point of concealment deep behind enemy lines. And there's also some new vault weapons as well, including the SVD and Type 88 LMG, both of which are from Battlefield 3. So it's cool to see them included in the Battlefield 2042 experience now. And now I know what you're thinking. Why does this update only include one new map? It's something that people talk about. And yes, this is a bit of a bummer, of course, and I do hope they include 2 or more maps in the future content drops. But we have gotten some impressive new maps in the recent past, including the map Spearhead, Stranded, and Exposure. And I absolutely love all of these maps. I'm not just saying that. They all feel completely different too from one another, with Spearhead taking place in Sweden with futuristic buildings as the centerpiece. Stranded features a ship that is, well, stranded in the middle of a desert. That one is kind of more similar to Discarded, but the atmosphere feels completely different. And then there's Exposure, which really feels completely different from all of the maps, because that takes place in the Canadian Rockies, and has these beautiful backdrop of mountains. And, I absolutely love this map as well. It also showcases that steep terrain where you can jump from the top of the cliff down to the bottom, which is a very, very far drop. So make sure you use that parachute correctly. And I have to mention that the rework of the breakaway map is absolutely incredible too. Usually when you hear of rework, you think it's like minor changes, but they've done some huge changes to the snow map breakaway. DICE completely redesigned sections of this map, and it's now, one of my favorite maps in the game. And I never thought I would say that, because it never used to be. It used to be one of the lower maps on the list for me personally, but now it's definitely in the top maps for sure. after the rework. So the reworks that DICE are doing to their existing maps is definitely worth it, and it's working. So I'm glad to see that they are doing this. And speaking of reworked maps, we're also getting a rework of the discarded map 2 in part 2 of this season 4 update. So look forward to that as well. And in case you were unaware, they also did bring back the entire class system in this game as well. So that's a really cool addition. And for me, that's when things really started clicking with Battlefield 2042. It really started feeling like the true Battlefield experience again that we all love. So yes, the Assault, Engineer, Support, and Recon classes are all back in Battlefield 2042. So I am very excited to be jumping back into this game, as you can tell. And I think that if you haven't jumped into this game for a very long time, you should definitely revisit Battlefield 2042. Give it another go. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe, like the video if you did enjoy it. I'm going to leave you with some raw gameplay footage of the Flashpoint map in case you haven't really seen it. So that way you can hear the sights and sounds of the new map. Enjoy.
Our troops are advancing on Alpha 1. Sector Charlie is ours. Taking more sectors than they have. Make sure we don't lose our advantage. Contact! Russian forces are on site. Enemy casualties reported. We're off to a good start. Our troops just took Sector Echo. Delta sector has fallen to our enemy. The enemy is conquering sectors at a rapid pace. They now hold more than us.
Enemy soldier mark, 170 meters.
They now control Charlie sector.
This strategy is not working. Hostiles control more sectors than we do.
Support drop available.
130 meters. Hostile infantry.